up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we built some exhaust. We get the car running, we drive it down the road, and it's awesome. You already know, Mopar, no car. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Car running. Last episode was sick. Fired it up, got a whole bunch of little things done. Everything's hooked up in here. Wired, vacuum lines, got that electric fan set up, got the choke cable, everything. Even got some aftermarket gauges rigged up on the interior, underneath there. It is super sick. On this episode, it's time to drive this thing. So we got to hook up the brake booster, bleed the brakes, have this brand new Summit 3-inch exhaust kit. Gonna need some cutting and some welding, but we'll get that done. Got all the clamps and hangers right over there. Right now, I actually just have the collectors bolted on. So we got to start with the mid pipes, and then we'll get the muffler set up on stands and pretty much get the thing going. Once the exhaust is on, we're gonna take this thing out of the garage for the first time in like 40, 50 years. So got the exhaust laid out here. I've got one piece slid on already. Got it tacked to the collector. They go through these little humps in the torsion bar cross member, and then I have this piece just slid on. And here's the muffler. So the muffler actually just comes up here and slides right on there. And then we'll put a jack stand underneath it just to keep it supported. And then we have our over the axle piece and then our tailpipe. So fairly simple exhaust kit. We are gonna put an H pipe in. These don't come factory with an H pipe, these systems, but I have some extra 3-inch exhaust. So, and then the factory hangers are still here, but they came with new ones, so we'll put some new hangers on just so they're all fresh and don't break. So I gave that thing a pie cut. I also took the collector off and gave it a pie cut. You can see a little bit of welds buff down there. Anyway, they're pretty much exactly parallel now, which is exactly what I wanted. So before I go too far, I have this little piece of 3-inch. I've marked a little bit. I'm gonna cut those C's out of it and see if we can slide it right in there. And this will be our H pipe. So if I get it slid in the proper position, I'll mark with a pen, blow the 2 holes in it, and we'll tack this piece in place. So as you can see with this over the axle piece, it is way too long. So we have our muffler there and our piece here go over the axle, and it's hitting the trunk floor right about there, and we still have to come up about 3 inches. So no matter what, we're gonna have to cut a hunk out of this, probably right at the sticker there. So let's go ahead and throw that in the chop saw, take a section out of this, try to drop that down, and we also might need to add a 45 in here to kind of get it to dip a little bit so we can slide our tailpipe extension piece in. So let's go ahead and cut this out. have our 45 piece tacked in, as you just saw, and it goes down to the muffler right there. And then we'll have our connection with our clamp right here. So the tailpipe runs down right out past the gas tank, just like the other side. We're gonna copy, basically just do what we did on this side, copy it exactly on the other side. Hopefully it lines up pretty good. Might be some minor, obviously, other tweaking, but let's get this pulled out, lay it on the floor, and weld everything up solid. Well, guys, what's good? I got the car turned around in the garage, pushed it out, rolled it back in. Pretty much this thing is good to go. You guys heard it run. It sounds amazing. So right now, I turned it around so we get these tailpipes on so I could get a good view of the rear end to make sure they're nice and straight from outside the door. Also picked up this absolutely sick pair of 1510 old school Cragar SS's, slapped some used Mickeys on them. So we'll get those on the back, and yeah, just mount on my license plate. Well, let's hit the streets. Well, guys, we've got so much done on the car. What I've done is, now that the exhaust is wrapped up, I've put roller wheels on it, and I've rolled it in the other bay because I had to bring in a special project, the new build. Sneak peek. Anyway, yeah, we're at the point where I got the air cleaner on. Everything's buttoned up. I had some electronic problems. Something wasn't grounding out right, so I cleaned the bulkhead connector. All those pins were kind of corroded, so I sanded them down. I have the cluster and everything out of it right now, because I am cleaning the full cluster, replacing all the light bulbs, making sure everything works in there, checking the gauges. I'm gonna put a new speedometer cable in. Let's slap the hood on and take it for a rip.